So once you take the projection for these two features, then you can draw the rectangle, because in the side view, these two features will appear as a rectangle only. So select the bilayer option here. Then you can select the line, or directly you can select the rectangle. And from this point, you can draw this rectangle. Again, select the rectangle. And from this point up to this corner point. Okay. Now this circular hole, it is hidden in the side view. So for that, you can take the projection from the front view. So from this point, draw one horizontal projector. Now select the hidden line. First select bilayer. So I think in the top view, we haven't drawn the top view for this rib portion. Okay. So take the projection from this point. And again from this point. Okay. And take the projection from this point of tangency. Okay, so this rib, its width is 9 mm, so that is visible in the top view. So basically it will be a rectangle, or similar to the rectangle. It is having the width 9 mm, and it is from 9 mm distance from this edge. Okay, so you can select the line. Now from this point, draw the line at 9 mm. So this is 9 mm. Okay, and then draw this horizontal line. Again take 9 mm. So this is the top view of the rib. So you can delete this because this is a reference line. Similarly, from this point, or even you can use directly the mirror feature. So there is modify toolbar. So in that you can observe the mirror command. So select that. Now select the object. So just click on all the lines. Okay. No need to press the shift or control button. Okay. And then press enter. So once you press the enter, you can observe here the command specify the first point. So this is the first point of the mirror line, and this is the second point of the mirror line. Okay. Erase source object. So by default, it is no. Source object means it is the original object, and then press enter. Okay. So in this way, you can use the mirror command also. So now on the left side, there are two ribs. So similarly, you can draw this feature on this side. So you can use the mirror command. So again, select the mirror. Select these three lines. Similarly, select these three lines. Then press enter. Then specify the center point. So this triangle, basically it is a center line. And this is the second point of the center line. So once you click first center point, then second center point, then press enter. Do not change this setting. So by default, erase source object is no. Okay. So now to complete this side view, so in the side view, this will appear as a vertical rectangle. So take the projection from this top view. Okay. And now from this point, so we need to project this tangent point. So take the projection from this point. Like this. Okay. And then we should start the side view of this rib from this corner point. So do not close that complete rectangle. Its one side will be open because it is a tangent side. So select the bilayer, then select the line and start the feature from this point. Okay. Do not close this side. And then you can remove this projectors. Okay. So this is the side view. So actually this line, it will not appear in the side view. So you can observe here. For this cylinder, we can only observe this line, then this line and this line. Okay. So we should remove this line in the side view. So you can use the trim command. You cannot delete directly in the AutoCAD software. If you want to, if you select this, you can delete the entire rectangle. So for that, use the trim command. So type TR, then press enter 2 times. Then select this. Okay. So similarly, we should take the projection from the second rib. So do not take the projection. You can use the mirror command. So select mirror, select this line and this line. Okay. Then press enter. Then select the center point. You can select any 2 point and then press enter. Okay. So we should remove this portion. So type TR, then double enter. Okay. So in this way, you can create the side view. So one feature is left. So this feature. So basically this feature will appear as a horizontal rectangle. So take the projection from the top view. So take the projection from this point. Okay, so once you take the projection from the top view, take the projection from the front view so that we will get the height. Okay, so this rectangle, so it will start from this point. So you can select by layer, then select the rectangle. So take the first point of this rectangle, and this is the second point. Okay, so now we can delete this. So actually, if you observe here, this line which is corresponding to rib, it will not be visible completely in the side view. So this portion will be hidden. So we should remove this. And then we will show that line as a hidden line. So select here, hidden line, then select the line and draw this line as a hidden. And there is one hidden line for this feature. So that will corresponding to this circle. Okay, so take the projection. Okay, so on this line, we will show the hidden line. So this is your complete side view. Okay, so in this way, you should complete the front view, that is the sectional front view, top view, and the side view. So you should follow the same steps in your manual drafting. So in manual drafting, the only change is you cannot use the mirror command or trim command. So when you draw the reference line or projector line, you should draw this by continuous thin line. Okay. So this is your complete orthographic projection, that is a sectional orthographic projection. So once you complete this, you can show the center line. So select the center line, select the line, check it by layer, and from this point, just draw the center line. So basically center line, it will show the symmetry. Okay. Again, for this circle, we have to show the center line. So the reason for the center line in the side view is, so if there is a square hole, so suppose we have this square hole instead of this circular hole. Okay. And if you draw the side view for this square hole, then this side view will also appear as a two parallel lines. Okay. So we cannot differentiate between whether it is a circular hole or it is a square hole in the side view. So if there is a circular hole, then we should show the center line. Okay. So from this representation, the reader can understand it is a circular hole and not is a square hole. Okay. And therefore we need to show the center line if there is a circular hole. So for these two centers, we should draw the center line. Okay. So this is the complete projection. Now after this, you can give the dimension. So in the annotation, you can select the dimension, linear, align. Okay. First change the line type by layer. So whenever give the dimension, just try to give the dimension outside the view. Okay. So once you complete the orthographic projection in your manual drafting or in your CAD software, then on the right side, we should create this block. Okay, that will show the title of this drawing. So right now I have given the orthographic projection. That is a section of orthographic projection. Then name. So who has created this drawing? So basically this name is the name of the engineer. Then date of creation. So this is the name of the institute. So right now it is Assistance College of Engineering. And lastly, it is checked by. Okay. So I will show how to create this block. So to create this block in the CAD software, click on the annotation. Okay. In the annotation tab, there is one option table, which can create an empty table. So you can give the number of rows and number of columns. So right now here, we only need one column and 4 rows. Okay. So this title row, it will appear automatically. So it is the 5th row. So click here on table. So here you can select the number of column and number of rows. So click here, enter here 1, then rows 4. Okay. And then click OK. So you can see here. So we have entered only 4 rows. So 2 rows, these are by default. One is the title and second is you can give the name. Okay. And remaining 4 rows, you can add some extra data. That is a date, institute, check by. Okay. Now here, if you want to increase the length of this row, then just click here. And then you can drag this. And you can adjust the length of that row. Okay. then press escape. Now to enter this name, that is the title, name, date, just select this and double click in that row. Okay, so you can give the title, and then you can change the justification. So there are different options: top left, top center, top right. So select here middle left, so it will get aligned to the left side. Okay, then you can give the title, sectional orthographic projection. Okay, then select the second row, so double click in the second row. You can give the name or prepared by. Change the justification, middle left. Okay, so you can give the name. Then select the third row, so you can give the date. Okay, so in this way you can create the title block on the right bottom corner. So on your drawing paper, once you draw this projection, that is a sectional orthographic or simple orthographic projection, on the right bottom corner you should create this title block. Okay, and we need to add this symbol of the orthographic projection. So I have already explained in the projection of line how to create that symbol. Okay, so that symbol is basically the frustum of the cone. So that will represent whether the drawing is prepared with the first angle projection method or the third angle projection method. Okay, so here we have prepared the drawing by first angle projection method. So we should draw the symbol. So here you can draw the symbol for the first angle projection method. So generally the symbol is drawn on the left side of this title block, or you can draw just above this title block. So generally we mention the scale just above the title block. So right now we have selected the scale. So scale means what? It is a relation between the actual dimension which is available for the 3D object and the dimension by which we have prepared the drawing. Okay, so we have prepared the drawing by the same dimension. So your scale will be 1:1. So you can give the scale here. So just to enter, you can select the text. Okay, so select the text. For the text, just create the rectangle. No need to use the separate rectangle command. When you click on the text on this command, then just by using mouse, you can create this rectangle and then scale. So it is 1:1. And then you can enter all dimensions are in millimeter. you can change the text height. So you can enter here and you can make it bold. Okay, so these options are similar to the Microsoft Word. Okay, you must have used the Word. Okay, so this is how you can write the scale, and all dimensions are in mm. After this, you should create the symbol. So for the symbol, we need the frustum. So first you draw the circle, or you can draw the frustum first. So you can take the line, you can take the suitable length. So I have taken 30 mm. Okay, just draw one reference line, that is the center line. Then from this you can take the distance. So basically it is a trapezium. Then draw the projector lines. So basically we want to draw the circle, that is a side view. So if this is a front view of that frustum, then in the side view, we can observe two concentric circles from the right hand side view. So now on this line, this is a center line. So draw the circle by bilayer option. And draw the second circle. Okay. So this will represent the symbol for the first angle projection method. Okay. So that means if this is the front view of that frustum, its right side, that is right hand side view, it will appear as a two concentric circle. Okay. And if you draw this geometry on the left side, then this outer circle will be visible, and this circle, it will be hidden. That will be left hand side view. Okay. So this is the symbol for the first angle projection method. So this is your complete orthographic projection. So you can draw the border. And if you want to print this document, then in CAD software, there is one option. So right now we are in the model state. Then click here on the layout. Okay, so this is your layout. So layout means this is how drawing will appear on your drawing paper once you print this document. So to adjust this, so right now some portion is out of this boundary. So double click here. Okay. And then you can use the pan command. That means press the scroll button and just adjust this. Okay. So you can zoom in, zoom out. So it will fit exactly. So there is one other option, zoom window. Okay. So zoom window means just create the rectangle. Okay. So now you can double click on outside of that rectangle. So now you can save this, or you can export this in PDF format. So for that, click here. And there is one option, either you can save this document, okay, or you can export this document. So for the export, there are different file options, formats: DWF, DWFX, 3D, PDF. Okay, so select the PDF option. So you can save this document in PDF format. So you can select the directory. Okay, so you can give the name to the file. And here file type by default it is PDF. Okay, so save that document. So once you save that document, so is it visible? I have shared the PDF document that we have just saved. So in the PDF document, the lines are extremely thick. Okay. So here we cannot differentiate between the hidden line and the visible thick line and thin line. Okay. So basically this is due to the thickness that we have set in the model state. So I will show how to change that thickness. So when you prepare the drawing in the AutoCAD software, there is one option here, which is the thickness, that is a line weight. Okay. So right now it is a 1 mm. So we should change it. You can make it 0.5. Okay. So right now I will select everything. So you can use Control A to select all the lines. And then you can change that thickness to 0.5. Okay. You can Control S. Now check the layout. Okay. And if you save this document, so again, we should export this to PDF. Then save it. Okay, now you can see the difference. Is it visible to you? Okay. So actually there are some lines that are extremely thin. I think we should change the thickness for this hatch lines, and even in the symbol, we need to change the thickness. Okay. But you can observe here, if you take thickness as a 1 mm, then in the PDF format, all the lines will be extremely thick. Okay. So we should select the proper thickness when you prepare the drawing in the model state. Okay. And after this, you can take the printout. So that will be a final drawing sheet. So I hope you have understood how to prepare the drawing. Okay. And how you can create the drawing sheet for, and then you can take the printout.